Through these videos, we've added a number of apps. We added a picture library, we could have added a document library, and we've also done an import from a spreadsheet. But let's have a look at some of the other apps that you can add to your SharePoint site. From the site contents, I'm going to click the New button and choose the option App. And again, here's the collection of apps that we currently have available to us. Now from this collection of apps, I'd like to choose a calendar, and here it is here. So I'm going to click Calendar. It asks me for a name for this particular calendar, so I might put Events Calendar and click Create. So immediately I'm returned to my site contents, and I can see in my site contents I have a new Events Calendar, which is in fact a list. And so we've mentioned briefly in previous occasions that one of the types of lists is a calendar, and another type of list is a task list, and another type of list is a contacts list. So a lot of these sorts of apps are in fact lists. The majority of them are. So if I click on this Events Calendar, I can see my calendar, and if I was to rest on any particular date, I should be able to add something to my calendar. Notice as I rest on a date, a little Add button appears, and that allows me to add an event to the calendar. I'll just click this button, and I'll be able to give it a title. So I might just put Testing, Adding an Event, Location, maybe Tauranga. There's the date and start time. I might change that to 9 AM till 10 AM. Testing 1, 2, 3 is the description. I can choose a category such as business, and if it's not an all-day event, and I can make it recurring, a repetitive event if I wish. But I'm just going to click Save. And so what we find on the 10th of April is we should have an appointment now in our calendar. When it comes to the calendar, you can actually see this is April, but I can move to May or June or back to April. I also notice up here that I've got two particular tabs. If I click on Calendar, I can choose, say, a day calendar, a week calendar, or a month calendar. I can also go to Events, and from here I can actually create a new event, and I can attach alerts as well. So calendars are actually types of lists, and you can add a calendar, or as many calendars actually as you like, to your site by choosing New and App. So I might go back to my site contents. Another type of app that you could add would be an announcement. I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to go to App, and from here I can actually look for an Announcements app. And here we are here. So I'll click this option here, and I'll give it a name, Important Announcements, and create. Straight away I'm returned to my site contents, and here's my important announcements, and again it's a type of list. If I click the important announcements, I can then proceed to add any particular items to this list. Another rather popular app, if I go back to site contents, is an issues list. And that is if any issues come up in the workplace, we have a list that we can add to. So again, I'm going to click the New button and choose App. And this time I'm going to look for issue tracking. And as I scroll down, here it is here. Notice there's all sorts of apps, so I would encourage you to have a look. So I'll go to Issue Tracking, I'll give it a name, Incidents, and create. Immediately I'm returned to my site contents, and here's my incidents, and again it's a list, and if I click it, I'm able then to add some items to this list regarding perhaps incidents in the workplace. So do have a look at the apps. There's a variety of lists that you can choose. The difference between a library is a web part that's for storing documents. A list is a web part that's for storing data.